So last year, it seems like I only had 2 New Year's resolutions. 1 was to be driving and 2 was to be more independent. And I have passed both.
Baby, I'm the girl on fire. Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So if not seen by today's tutorial, I'm going to be filming a New Year's resolution video. I did film a New Year's resolution over a year ago of what my New Year's resolutions were for 2024, and I'm going to be telling you what my New Year's resolutions are for 2025, obviously because it's now 2025, and then I'm also going to be telling you if I managed to achieve any of my goals from last year. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into today's video. Okay, so the first thing we're going to be talking about is, did I achieve any of my goals from last year? And I don't fully remember all of my goals from last year, but I did watch back my last New Year's resolutions video, and I managed to figure out that one of my New Year's resolutions was to be driving, or to at least be. This time last year, start of 2024, like it was New Year's Day when I filmed that video. Obviously it is past New Year's Day. I've just been busy the past few days, so I've had other videos to film, and why not, as long filming a New Year's resolution video would still be okay to be filmed a few days into 2025. So the New Year's resolution was to be driving, and I back then was petrified as I had never sat behind a car wheel before, and I was petrified of it. Well, newsflash, I'm not anymore. So that was achieved. I've sat behind a car wheel many of times, and I wouldn't say I'm 100%, but I'd say I do have more confidence than past me. So that resolution from last year was achieved partially. The other part of that resolution was to be driving, and that bit has not been passed yet. So no, that bit has not been achieved yet. Okay, my next New Year's resolution from last year, I actually achieved. I said to myself that I wanted to be extremely more independent and self-dependent on myself, and not self-dependent on other people, and I have achieved that. I do everything on my own, and I'd say I have definitely achieved that goal, because you should see, from the little girl I used to be to the woman I am today, 2 completely different women. Okay, 2 completely different women. So yeah, that goal was achieved. So last year, it seems like I only had 2 New Year's resolutions. 1 was to be driving and 2 was to be more independent, and I have passed both. So that means that it's a massive achievement, and yeah, so all of the goals that I wanted to achieve in 2024, I achieved! Round of applause. And now I'm going to be telling you everything I would like to achieve in 2025. Okay, so the first thing I'd like to achieve in 2025 is, again, to be driving. I actually want to be driving. My past self wanted to be confident driving a car. I wanted to be able to sit behind the car wheel, which obviously I can do now. So now I actually want to be getting my theory done. I need to do a few more practice tests, and then I think I'll be ready to do my theory. Fingers crossed I pass. Apparently the theory is actually harder to pass than the actual driving test. So fingers crossed I will be able to pass my theory, because the sooner I pass my theory, the sooner I can get on to taking my test. My next New Year's resolution was to spend less money. So I'd say I have had like a really, like a really, really bad habit of spending loads of money. Like I'm still struggling with that a little bit to this day, but I'm working so hard on spending less money, because at the end of the day it will benefit me a lot better, and I'll be saving more money and I can do more things. Like, because if I'm spending money on useless crap, then all these experiences that I want to be able to do, I need money for. And if I don't have the money, then I can't do them. So by the experiences that I mean, I obviously, as I said, would love to be driving, and I want to see the world. That is a life goal I want, is to see the world, experience more in my life. And obviously eventually one day I'd obviously be moving out. It's not happening anytime soon, don't worry. But in order to be able to travel the world and pursue that life goal and actually make that life goal become a reality, is if I save money, because everything nowadays costs money to do. Everything costs money. So I really, really need to intensely nip it in the bud, and I need to be saving money. I just need to. It's something I need to do, and I have been told I need to save my money for years now, and I've never listened. I'll put my hands up and say I have been told loads and loads and loads of times that I need to be saving my money, and I'm not listening. I'm just spending money because it makes me happy. I will admit that when I'm going through tough times, spending money is a hobby of mine that I tend to use to drift away from stress. And I know, not healthy at all, but it is something that past me used to cope with. Now I'm trying to figure out different ways to cope with my stress. And this is like a part 2 to this resolution. To help with obviously not spending as much money, I would like to find other things to help me cope with my stress. You ask anyone I know, they'd probably say, oh, she's not a stress head, she's barely a stress head. Well, no. I stress about the littlest things. I admit it, I do. It's something I've done since I was very young. I've always been a stress head. I think it's in my blood. I think it's in my genes. Like, because my mother is a massive stress head. My father is not. So looks like I got the massive stress head genes from my mother, among other things. So I do say I stress more than people would think I do, because my exterior seems more chill, calm and relaxed, which that's how I want people to see me. I don't want them to see me as constantly panicking, stressing about everything, because then that doesn't make me fun to hang out with. So I put like a barrier up that makes me look like I'm coping. Some days are better than others, obviously, for different reasons. But we all cope differently. So then, because one of the ways I was able to cope with past stress was spending money, and obviously that is a resolution I'd like to get out of. I'd like a bad habit to get out of. I want to step out of that now, because obviously I need money for more important things. And I know, guys, probably like, well, you're clearly not working on that one. I am trying. I know my last video was a shopping haul, and shopping haul equals spending money. Yes, I know. It is a work in progress. It is a struggle, but I'm working on it. My next New Year's resolution is to be healthier. So it's just be more active. Obviously, I cannot be as active as some other people because I have limitations that others don't have. Like, I can't go sign myself up to a gym and bench press every bloody thing. I can't bench press, I can't lift weights, I've never been to a gym, but you know, I can't do half of the stuff that most gym buddies can do. I can run, but shouldn't run. But I'd just like to be more physically active to the best of my ability. And also part of that is healthier eating. I am doing my best to step away from sugar. Sugar was another coping mechanism for stress. Straight to sugar to cope with it. I want to back away from that. I know it's difficult. I have no self-control. I will admit to you, I have no self-control. So the way I've been able to step away from sugar bits of a time is hiding it from myself. I know that isn't very good, and I know where the sugar is. That's the problem. That's what. But I asked my parents to hide the sugar for me, and they just said, "Just don't eat it." And I'm like, "Well, that's easier said than done." So I had to hide it. I can get to it, but I've been telling myself, "You don't need it. Why would you need it? Don't reach for it. You don't need it." And I've put this note in my head. If you eat this, and that's going to sound morbid and bad, if you eat this, you will be fat. You will be your skin will not improve. Because another thing I want to do is improve my skin. So by doing that, in order to do that, I need to back off sugar. The only source of sugar that I have now is cola. But that is because I can barely drink anything nowadays. I have because obviously I'm lactose intolerant, can't have dairy. I'm allergic to a certain sweetener that is in most of the healthy drinks. So the only really things that I can digest and drink is tap water and cola. So what I'm doing to balance them both is I am trying to, anytime I drink cola, then I drink water straight afterwards to flush away the sugars before they can create pores. So yeah, this next one isn't a New Year's resolution as such. It is a hope, but I'm okay if it doesn't happen, and that's getting a puppy. I really want a puppy, but I know I need to be realistic and can't have one yet. So that one is a future goal. That is a life goal. That is the same as traveling the world, a life goal. It is not a dead set goal that I need to work on this year like some of the others. The puppy goal is like the traveling the world goal. That I want to achieve in my lifetime. Not just in this year, in my whole lifetime. So yeah, those are all of my New Year's resolutions. Okay guys, that's all for today's video. Make sure you click that like button if you enjoyed today's video, and make sure you click that subscribe button to be part of the family, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a brand new YouTube video. All my social medias are in the description box below, so you can follow me to outside YouTube when I'm not filming or editing a brand new YouTube video. And please comment down below what your New Year's resolutions are and what your New Year's resolutions were last year, and if you was able to achieve them. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Goodbye my loves.